rapping for myself and my family. There's no way that this is real, man, it can't be.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Modify Your Life podcast, and hopefully everyone listening is having an amazing day, having a blessed day, a good day, driving, cardio, whatever it might be, vibing. Me and Cody were chilling right now. We're talking. We just ended up wrapping up the second podcast. The first podcast. If you didn't get a chance to check that out, go ahead and check that out. It was really good. Cody got to talk about his story of addiction and how the gym has changed his life and what he's doing now, and a couple of ways he's overcome or what he's had to overcome to live the lifestyle that he's living right now, which is an amazing story. And then we're kind of talking about some stuff, and we're trying to go back and forth, and we're sitting down and we're trying to think. Is I always like to shoot two podcasts, right? One being about you. Who's Cody before? Who is Cody now? What are you doing? What did you have to go through? Right? How'd you modify your life?
Right.
And then the next one, I've been adding is like a certain topic we're going to talk about. But with me and you, we flowed so well because we've known each other for so long. We talked about addiction of eating and addiction versus addiction of actual drugs and stuff like that. And I feel like we kind of came to the conclusion that we have some stories to share. And I've never shared a lot of stories about the obese Anthony Lopez,
not publicly,
and not publicly at least, but like obviously there's a lot of things that happen being overweight and some funny, some messed up. I think we're gonna go more with the lighthearted stuff today because we said we didn't want to be so serious. Also, this fucking mic right now keeps on yanking me. All right, we're good right now. We're good. You good over there?
I'm trying to get mine a little closer, honestly.
Just turn it like this, like that. There you go, bro, man. Don't fucking break it though, dude. You're way too strong, man.
This thing weighs more than me.
Fucking, you just grab that thing. I saw the fucking metal bend right now. Man. But anyways, so you went to the restroom after we got done shooting. You went to the restroom. We got our some meals in or whatever, some drinks in. Not alcohol. Your wife shared a story about you dropping something and sniffing something. I want to know your side of this. I want to go ahead and share this one right here. That was pretty interesting.
The fish rock story. So this is a funny story. It's funny but sad,
Yeah.
I mean,
It's funny now that you could laugh about it.
Yeah, now that I'm sober, it's funny.
More depressing when you were living it.
Yeah, I mean, they'll find out why. Yeah, so at this time, I was, I believe it was cocaine or meth. I had cocaine or meth in a little computer chip. You know how small those are? Mm-hmm. A little case, like a little clear one. And I had it in the office in the garage, and I was staying on the trailer on the side of the house, and we had just set up like a sick fish tank. Like I was all high doing it, bought all these crazy fish rocks, the whole nine. So I'm coming in one day. I go to the office. I grab that little computer chip. So I used to hide it, because she would find my stuff all the time, So
yeah, we're gonna talk about that right after the story too, because she was explaining that she didn't even know. But anyways. Tell the story, and I'll have some questions about everything else.
I had to be a sneaky snake about it. So
sneaky snake.
I grabbed that little case, and I was walking into the trailer. You know how they have like those 2 steps to get up? Well, like at the second step, I started popping it open. Like I was ready. I wasn't even in the trailer yet, and I was popping it open.
Couldn't wait for the microwave to be done, huh?
No. So I went to pop it open, and it slipped out of my hands and just went like poof, like all over the ground. And like I'm pretty sure like the day before or even that day, we had just set up like the fish tank.
Uh-huh.
So the fish tank had white rocks, and those rocks had spilled on the ground too. So,
now you don't know what's cocaine.
I don't know
what's
a fish rock and what's cocaine or drugs. You know what I mean? So this is late. This is like 2 a.m.
Well, yeah, I figure out for going off a drug binge, it's not 2 p.m.
Right. I mean, it felt like it, but so we had this little hand vacuum. She's asleep like 10 feet away. I start vacuuming every rock I see, like everything. I'm on my hands and knees under the couch. She even woke up and was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm cleaning. Why are you sleeping?" You know what I mean?
2 a.m?
Yeah.
Hey, weirdo, why are you sleeping at 2 a.m?
I always flip shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing? But so after I got that vacuum, I got all the rocks off the ground, all the cocaine or whatever it was, and I went to the table and I just opened it up and I dumped it all on the table. But I didn't empty the vacuum before I used it. So there was other shit in there too.
Oh, you're nasty, dude.
Hair, you name it, dude. Rice, sick. Whatever. So I'm like on the table and it's like I'm moving like, all right, this is white hair. I'm like dividing everything up on the table. So I get everything separated, white over here, junk over here. And I just start like crushing. So like I would crush something and if it was too hard to crush, I knew it was like a fish rock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then some of them were easier, so I'm like, okay, that must be some drugs. You know what I mean? So like, I pretty much just
You're dedicated to this,
dude.
How much money did you drop?
I mean, I honestly think I started using meth because it was cheaper. So
Also, it wasn't that much money.
no, like $20.
So you're doing all that work for $20.
I mean, for the high, not for money.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah, I was doing it for the
That
high.
sounds a lot of work to get high.
Yeah, so I pretty much just made a few lines of that shit and
Called it a day.
and did that for the night.
And told Britt she's a weirdo for sleeping at 2
yeah,
a.m.
like, why aren't you cleaning?
Wasn't
yeah.
it? Yeah, who doesn't clean at 2 in the morning?
Yeah.
Like, how were you raised?
Yeah.
Like, everything's your fault. What do you mean?
Trailer's dirty. We got to clean it, you know?
You left your cup out.
Yeah.
That's
so, yeah.
that dude. That's crazy. Like to getting to like your whole addiction, like what you're willing to do. Because like I said, to me it sounds like a lot of work to get high.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean?
Disciplined.
But
I was dedicated.
at the end of the day, like we were kind of talking, going back and forth about like my stories and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like my stories, I don't have any like I don't think there's any too funny stories of being overweight. Right. Honestly, at the same time, but I do have this one story that always comes to my mind that when I kind of talk about my past and stuff like that. So let me paint a picture. I'm sitting at a table with two people that I respect. Right. We're having a good conversation. We're chilling. We're eating. I don't remember what I was eating, but your boy was eating. He was
Yeah,
eating.
you were eating some. Yeah.
And then I get like a tap on my shoulder, and I turn around, and like there's just like this little Asian dude, bro. He's probably like freaking 5 foot, no bigger than 5 foot, and like he's holding a chair, like a full on chair, like a full chair. We're mid conversation, and I look back, and then I kind of look again because there's a big ass chair. I like in my head, I thought this guy's about to hit me with the chair.
Yeah.
And then he's like, he's all, here, you sit. And I was like, no, I like this chair. Like I'm good. He's like, no. He's like, you're so wide. He's all, you need it. Here's another chair. You'll be more comfortable.
Other butt cheek.
So yeah, we are other butt cheek. And I'm like, bro, did this guy just, honestly, bro, I was pissed. Like my first reaction was to fight him.
Yeah.
Right? This old 7-year-old fucking guy I'm about to fight. Because like, dude, I'm sitting at a table and you're about to offer me another chair in front of these people. Like, dude, that's mad disrespectful. Mid-conversation, you know what I mean? Like, and I think we're talking some business stuff too. So now in my head, I'm like, these people don't respect me anymore because I just got disrespected by this guy that offered me a second chair. 2, I'm like, fuck, does everywhere I go now think I need a second chair? Like, am I that big now? Because this is where my heaviest. This is after my grandpa had passed away. And that story like will never like leave my mind because at the end of the day, like that shit, like who offers someone imagine being so big they offer you another chair.
Well, did you take it?
No, I didn't. No, my pride would never. I probably needed it. You know what's funny though?
Thought you were just gonna break his chair.
I think so because you know what's funny. I've been so shout out to my friends. They never went back to that place.
Yeah.
But I'm fat boy. I went back like 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
I did it like I stayed away for like a week and a half and I went back like that third week or whatever. But then now I went back there recently and the owner, the same guy was there and he's like, he called me out. He's like, oh my gosh, like you lost so much weight, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, thanks. Because you fucking gave me a second chair, asshole. But no, but then I looked at the chairs. I'm like, they were small. Like they were smaller than average chairs. Now I'm not saying like, oh my gosh, that I need, the chair should be bigger. No, I'm just saying that they were smaller wooden chairs.
Exactly.
So I kind of see the guy probably thought I was gonna fucking just drive right through his fucking
like a
chair.
liability.
It was more of a liability than anything because I was like, damn. I was like, well, I mean, I guess I kind of deserved it in a way, but I mean, you didn't have to do it like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the mid conversation, you know what I mean? Offer me up a fucking second
here's
chair.
a chair,
Here's a chair, big boy. I'm like, dang, offer me another plate of food,
Right,
not another chair. I mean,
That's
that
the
would have
last
been
thing you
that.
want,
I'll be a free sandwich or something.
You would have taken that.
But yeah, getting into this stories like that, man. Like there's. It's so interesting thinking about because now, like you said, like we're like, oh, like it's kind of embarrassing in a way to talk about it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like it was just normal stuff that we
It's
did.
funny because it's the past,
Yeah, and like we talk about this stuff because we had to go through it. Like that was our rock bottom.
Right.
Right. Everyone's rock bottom is different, and hopefully, people listening's rock bottom is not being over 600 pounds. Hopefully, their rock bottom is not sniffing fucking fish rocks from a thing at 2 a.m.
What are fish rocks even made of? Like what?
The
worse?
fact that you dropped the fish rocks the day before and didn't pick them up, it's like, that's where I'm more judging on right now. Imagine if you would pick them up the day before.
Yeah.
Then you would have just known all your rocks for your rocks.
Bro, I was living in a trailer. Like what do you expect?
But I want to get into something because we were talking. How did you keep being on drugs from your girl for that long? Like, how do you, like, I know how I hid hiding food. Now we could get into some conversation. Like, I could tell you how I hid eating the food when I knew that I was about to eat right now or whatever it is. But, like, how do you hide an addiction from someone who, obviously, you see every single day? So it's like, I think, were you guys living with each other?
Yeah, she was in the trailer with me.
And you were hiding it. How long?
a year
You hid it for a whole year.
at least, maybe longer.
Bro, I can't even hide buying new boxers for my girl.
No, I
And you hid that. What are some of your
dude,
how?
like
How?
I think she was just she's just the perfect girl for the situation. Like she was just like
Is it because she's blonde?
yeah, that's what I'm getting
I
at.
think that's what he wanted
Yeah,
to
I
say. He
almost
like
said
kind of
that.
looked. He's like, wait. He's like, I'm in Vegas for another day with her. I don't want to get in trouble.
Like I could just tell her like, oh, I'm super stoned. Like, you know, she knew I smoked a lot of weed, you know. I'd just be like, oh, I'm super stoned, you know, or
were you sheltered as a kid? Like you didn't see it. You didn't.
She
it's
wasn't
not,
around
It
a lot
wasn't
of
around
drugs.
stuff like that, right? Okay, yeah. So that makes sense then.
yeah.
You sheltered 'cause
So like there'd be times where she'd come home and I'd be like asleep like this, you know, like my feet off the bed, just like laying back, and like there's videos of it. I have it, or she has it, of her just dumping water on my face and like I'm not moving, and she's just like, oh, he's really stoned. You know, but that was like me
some good
being up for
weed.
3 days
Yeah.
on Xanax, like needing like a day of sleep. You know?
vacuuming at 2 a.m.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
wasn't a red flag at all.
Yeah, so like hiding it, I mean,
It was
you
easy.
gotta think, bro. They're
for you.
pills. Like it's super easy. Like I could have 100 pills in my pocket, you wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's a crazy. Yeah, I mean, I guess yeah, and you've been doing, you were doing
Like
it for
the
so long.
cops didn't even know. You know what I mean?
That is what's
So-
crazy.
But there would be times where, like, if you knew about drugs, like, I would be slurring my words. Like, you saw me, I bet.
I knew you were. Yeah,
Yeah.
remember when a couple times you walked in a vape escape. Like I said, the time you thought you didn't pay. There's been multiple times like the way you were talking was super
You
slow.
said I fell asleep.
You fell
trying
asleep
to-
in the fucking in the chair right there on the
Yeah.
right side. And I mean, I was like, well, whatever. Like, I mean, you were. You know what's crazy? Brittany even said this too. Like, you're always a good person though.
Yeah.
I've never had a bad altercation with you at any time. You've always paid. You never. I've had people give me fake debit cards in that shop
No.
that I personally knew. Like, I knew them from the vape store. Gave me like stolen
Yeah.
stuff. And like, I've never had anything with you. You're always respectful. You're always cool. You always try to. You know what I do remember is that you would always ask me if I'm going to the gym still.
every day.
And you knew I was bullshitting.
And you were like, yeah, man, I'm training MMA like 4 or 5 times a week. And I'm looking at you. I'm like, how?
Hey, chill, bro. Chill. I was.
For real,
All right.
dude. Like,
I was. You know what? The crazy thing though. The crazy thing is that I was training.
yeah, I know you
but I
actually
was
were because
eating.
you put in videos.
I was eating like a madman
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what it is. Like you could work out 7 days a week, and if you eat bad 7 days a week, you're not gonna lose anything.
No.
You're
Yeah.
gonna. You know what I mean? That's just you're gonna equal out. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's
And
just what it
honestly,
is.
at 600 pounds, dude, it's like you can lose 50 pounds and not even see it. Like,
Oh, dude, I lost 100 pounds and couldn't even see
Yeah,
it. I
exactly.
think I was roughly around like 650. I was roughly around 650. I just don't know
wow.
the exact number, so I don't talk about it. But you know what I mean? But that's one thing I remember. You always, because you after obviously going after our first podcast, you were always, it seemed to like you're into your health.
yeah.
Even though you're doing other things that were
Right,
going against
yeah.
it. But at the end of the day, it's no different than someone that's going to the gym, going for walks, whatever it is, but then putting all this crap and drinking alcohol on the weekend.
Yeah,
You know, it's no
exactly.
different. You know what I mean? So you were into your health at, we'll say 50% because other 50% was the eating and not doing drugs, and you were obviously
Yeah.
doing that. So, it is what it is. But, I was working hard. I was in the gym, but I wasn't, dude, I didn't know proper nutrition. Like, I didn't know like proper portion control. I didn't know that, I don't have to eat every 10 minutes. I didn't know that it wasn't like for me, so for my household, and I wonder how yours was, right? So for me, in my household, we is me, my little sister, my little brother, my mom.
Right.
In our household, we would order 4 boxes of pizza, minimum.
Yeah, it's a lot.
4 boxes.
For like what, 4 people? you said,
For
or-
me, my little brother, my little sister, and my mom.
Yeah.
We maybe 3 or 4. We'll say 4.
Yeah, which is still
honestly,
a lot.
realistically, it was like 4 boxes of pizza.
Yeah.
They would all be gone by like the next day.
Yeah.
And I was majority eating them all. So like that was my normal. Like it wasn't like 2 slices of pizza and I'm done and I get from the table. It was like 4 slices of pizza on plate and then chill for a little bit and then another 2 slices and then my little brother didn't finish his food. That's probably a lie. You ate your food. Yeah, my brother's here right
they're
now.
smiling,
He ate his
yeah.
stuff. My sister didn't finish her food.
Yeah.
And then I taste some of hers, and then there's some in the fridge for later. And then I'm chilling. I'm up at 2 a.m. playing Xbox, and I finish the rest of the pizza.
See, that's wild. You can just eat it that many times. Like,
Dude,
back to back to back. Like,
So at my heaviest, I feel like I always had food in my hand. But it's like it was normal though. Like people ask, how do you get over 600 pounds? It was just a normal lifestyle. It's not like when I was born, my mom said, "Son, this son right here is going to be 600 pounds."
Yeah.
Right. It was just growing up. Single mom. feed me whenever not whenever she could, whenever I was hungry.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm trying to say I grew up without.
And
Obviously, I
probably
didn't.
whatever you wanted,
and whenever
right?
I wanted,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. I was, definitely I was the first boy in the family.
Are you middle?
And
or-
then no, I'm the oldest.
Oldest,
I'm the
okay.
oldest. I know he looks like he's 30 years old, but he's younger than me.
You look young too, though, dude.
Thank you. It's a weight loss. You know what I mean? But that was normal in my household, right? 4 boxes of pizza. Never getting one order of something like number one, right? Normal sized person who eats a normal amount of calories, right? Gets a number one, a fry, a Coke, and that's it.
Yeah.
Bro, I have never until like the last couple of years of my life went to a fast food place and just got a number one and that was it. Like nothing else. Like nothing. Like it was always a number one with 2 double cheeseburgers plain or whatever Mexican pizza, 2 tacos with another Mexican pizza with it. Or, like it was never just one thing. It was like always to the top of everything I did. Right? Like the cereal bowl. It wasn't a little bit of cereal, a little milk called a day. Like it was like the whole bowl of cereal was filled up. The whole, half of the damn milk carton was gone. Like type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everything was 0 to 100.
0 to 100. Yeah.
That's just all it is. Like, so
And
like,
that's what
how
you're
was your
doing
eating?
now.
Because you were never overweight. You were very actually small before you started the whole the gym stuff.
So eating growing up?
Yeah. Like how was that? Like, because obviously you never been overweight. So we can't go and talk about
I've never
obesity
been.
right now because then people are gonna hate you.
Dude, I don't even know if I could get over.
Yeah, you're
Like,
you're,
our
you're
diets
trying to
are
gain
probably
weight right
similar,
now.
bro.
Bro,
You
why
know what
is
I mean?
this mic doing? This is so annoying. This is like my
What is
4th
it doing?
time. I don't know, bro. Who bought this
throw it.
stuff? You guys
Don't
are
throw it.
cheap. I get all
He's
mad.
under 100 grams of carbs.
Bro, yeah, I am. But like, how was your eating? Like, because you didn't grow up overweight. You grew up it sounds like you grew up in I think you did grow up in a loving family.
Yeah.
You just
like
kind
my
of.
parents separated when I was 6.
Okay.
But that didn't
Same.
make it any less loving. You know what I mean?
You just
I
got
had
two Christmases.
and shit,
That's a shout out
yeah.
to it.
So a regular day for me. See, the thing is, I was really active though. So like
Yeah.
I would wake up and sometimes I'd eat leftover pizza for breakfast, and then I'd get on my BMX bike and I'd go to the skate park for 6 hours. Then we'd hit like Carl's Jr. I'd go get like a spicy chicken sandwich.
See, that's a big difference. You're explaining my childhood.
It's all I could afford. You know what I mean? And then it was like $1.10 at the time.
But they were way bigger too.
And
Do you
they were
remember the
cheaper.
chicken sandwiches used to be like big as hell?
Everything.
Now like
Yeah.
everything's small.
And then
And
dinner
the
would
food got
just be-
smaller, but the people got bigger.
Yeah.
How did that work out?
Dinner would just be whatever my mom would make. Like,
See, my mom wasn't really a cook. Honestly,
she's
she
not a
tried
cook.
to
I'm
cook.
not saying that. It would
My
be
mom
like,
tried to cook, bro. It was bad.
well, I like my mom's cooking, but it's just very, like it was just basic stuff, like white people food. Like I would have like grilled cheese with like top ramen for dinner. Like I was by no means eating like chicken and rice when I was
No.
growing up.
Yeah, but it was like you said, like you went and got a chicken sandwich. You like for me, I would go to McDonald's and
You
get
must
a
have
full
had a bigger
meal.
appetite. I
And then
didn't.
nor
did I have any more
I liked
money for
food.
that.
I liked food. Like what it is. It is like that's just what it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think there's a picture when I was like 4 or 5 years old, and I was eating like a
posted it,
full on
huh?
McDonald's
Oh, no.
meal. Yeah, I was
like,
eating
you
like
posted a picture
I have a
when you were
picture. Yeah, I've been overweight my whole entire life.
Yeah.
I've been overweight my whole entire life. I've been fighting obesity since I was out the womb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's one of those things where like I don't blame anyone for me being overweight. There's a lot of people on social media that I see that will go and talk about their traumas. I have traumas. People will talk about how they're raised. I have some messed up stories of how I was raised. People talk about, being made fun of in elementary school. I was made fun of in elementary school. But one thing that it is, and I'll never do, is I'll never blame anyone for my choices, my poor choices of eating. Right? I don't blame my mom. Right? She did she did everything she.
Too. Like her bringing home the pizza.
No, like that's it. As a kid, yes, 100%.
Yeah.
But once I realized that I like girls, right? Once I wanted to start
could
kiss
think for
girls,
yourself
once
a
I
little
started to think for myself, I knew that I looked different than everyone else. There's plenty
Yeah.
of kids in their 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, high school, whatever, they've lost weight because they didn't want to be overweight because they realized that it's not the cool thing to be. I just didn't care. I acted like I didn't care, right? I put a whole bunch of Band-Aids over it. So no, I don't blame anyone. My mom always tells me too, like, oh, son, I'm so sorry, and blah, blah. What are you apologizing for?
Yeah.
I was like, I was a kid until I started to make my own decisions, right? But remember when I started talking back and I started, staying out late and blah, 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 blah.
You knew what you're
I knew
doing.
what I was doing. You know what I mean? So there's nothing to blame. Now, it's because we're all raised, how I look at it is that we're all raised with certain habits, right? I get some habits from my mom. I get some habits from my dad. I get habits from my uncles, my aunts, whatever. I'm very close with my family. I have a lot of my uncles, aunts, and in me because I would hang out with them so much as a kid, even now, minus the move to Vegas. But it's up to you to take those habits from certain people and realize like, oh, I would like this.
Yeah.
Or, oh, like, damn, I've been doing that wrong this whole entire time. You know, whatever it might be. You don't have to, you know, like for instance, like when you have a kid, your kid doesn't have to grow up to do drugs. They don't. They have or be a bodybuilder or to be a personal trainer or whatever it is. Like they could see what their parents did, or you know, obviously learn from the mistakes that we make. Obviously, my kid will not be overweight. That's for sure. Yeah. I know the life it brings.
You'll have some control
because I'll have, and I know now. But guess what? By me being raised the way I was, me staying overweight, me getting 400, 500, 600 pounds, I got to break something in my family that's been going on for years, and that's obesity.
Yeah.
Right now, my mom hasn't lost weight. My brother's always been in shape, a football player, stuff like that. But my whole entire family's overweight. Even the ones that were always skinny, now they got bellies now.
Yeah.
You know, but guess what? Now my kid, when I raise my kid, or my kids, they're not going to be overweight. Right. This part of the Lopez is not going to be overweight anymore. And then their kids, and then their kids. So then in 50 years, the Lopez family is going to be maybe in
shredded.
shape. Maybe it'll be shredded. Maybe it'll be bodybuilders.
Yeah.
Who knows? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, my mom didn't know proper nutrition. My grandparents didn't know proper nutrition.
Nobody does.
No one really does.
Yeah, nobody does.
But guess what? I do now.
Yeah.
And guess what? My little cousins are asking me questions.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So like, I'm not saying like, oh man, Anthony saved the family. No, but at the end of the day, I had to go and mess up. And now that I messed up, now I get to help my family. And now I get to help my family with generational by showing my kid how to eat clean. He's going to show his kid how to be, and not eat clean, but just eat normal.
That's what I was just going to say. Yeah. It's like, is it eating clean?
No, it's eating normal. And also too, like bad food. There's no such thing as bad food.
Like what you're on right now is a diet. Obviously,
that's a diet. Yeah, what I'm doing is a diet.
That's a diet, you know. But like, I don't know where the line crosses where it's like diet food and just food. Like you're on a diet because it's like low calories, you're restricted,
and there's certain things I could eat.
Right.
Well, there's only So yeah, people don't understand that, and
like
that's
chicken and rice isn't a diet meal.
No, well,
that's a nutritious meal. I mean, that's you got your protein, you got
I think with that, I think it's like it's hard to explain. So this is how I look at it. A diet is what we're doing, right? I'm crossing my T's, I'm dotting my I's, I'm weighing my food, I'm measuring, I'm this, I'm that. I know what I'm eating at what time.
And you got options,
But why do this is maybe you're a personal trainer also. One thing I never understood, and if I had a lot of personal trainers, and I have not had the best people in my circle. Now I'm talking about this workout training. I've been losing weight since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Right. I don't understand why, if someone is overweight, if someone already doesn't have discipline, then why are these personal trainers and these online coaches giving these 300, 400, 500, 600 pound people that don't have any discipline, that don't have any type of knowledge with nutrition, why are they giving them 1,200 calorie chicken, rice, and vegetable meals? Like, if they knew that they know how to eat clean. Right. Everyone knows how to eat clean, proper, right? Yeah. Vegetables, carbs, fats, protein, right? Everyone knows how to do that. But if they can't follow that plan, why are they going to put on something that a bodybuilder follows?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
The most
advanced diet. What we're doing right now is normal to us.
Right.
But look at me. For instance, for me, I'm complaining. I've complained this whole time we've been hanging out. You know what I mean? And like I don't mean to, but it goes against what I preach.
You're not used to it.
But what am I building? I'm building discipline. But why are these trainers giving these people that have no discipline, no consistency, why are they giving this 1,200 pound, eat chicken, rice, and vegetables every single day and you're going to lose weight? Well, one, no shit if it was that easy.
Yeah, but getting them to eat it,
it's the hard part. So that's why, I do that's why I have the modified macros book. Right. Because I got a lot of heat for that because I didn't realize how much in shape people follow me. I thought I was for the weight loss people. I thought I was for the overweight and stuff like that, but I didn't realize. So I got bodybuilders commenting like, oh, you're using sugar-free this and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, this is not for you.
Right.
Like
when I watch your videos like that, I'm like, I'm not gonna make that meal.
Yeah,
you wouldn't.
I
know
because
who you're attacking.
Exactly. I know who I'm going for. I'm targeting the person that has Jack in the Box 7 times a fucking week.
And if they make
I'm not going for the person that has chicken, rice, and vegetables every single day. That's freaking shredded 365 days of the year.
When you get a big client like that, I think the best thing to do is just say like start. Having like home cooked meals.
Yes, I just tell them cut everything in half.
Like cut out soda. Like let's start slow.
My main thing, the biggest tip I could give someone that's starting a journey and anyone they're listening is that focus on your water for the first couple weeks.
Yeah, slow.
And I didn't say couple days. I said couple weeks. Focus on your water for the couple weeks. right? And then when you drink more water, what are you going to get? You can get more energy,
Yeah.
right? And your body's going to be more replenished,
Probably be a
right?
little
You're
hungrier.
going to be a little bit more hungrier,
Yeah.
right? And then we start getting into making some discipline, going to the gym once a week, or maybe go for a walk once a week, or once a day, whatever wherever you're at. But everyone kind of gets in like this whole weight loss journey and stuff like that, and they're like, "Oh man, I'm gonna lose weight tomorrow." Boom, no carbs. Boom, 100 miles of
Not
fucking cardio.
sustainable.
Boom, no this. I'm gonna work out
2
2 a days. You know what I mean? And it's like then you're gonna fail because you're gonna crash.
In a
It's
week,
like
you're gonna fall off.
a week
Yeah.
tops, maybe 2.
Maybe.
Maybe 2. I would make it for like a 2. I remember me and Francine did like a 9 or 24 day like cayenne pepper, the Beyonce lemonade thing,
there's so
dude.
much shit.
It was like miserable.
When it's like in reality, you could have just like
I could at that
cleaned up
weight
your
I could
diet a
have
little bit, maybe
3,000
walked a
calories and
little
still
bit or something. Like
at that weight I could have like ate 3,000 calories a day and lost weight.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like people gotta go for like, you know what it is? Those instant gratification diets, right? Those get quick, what is it? Like get quick, get rich quick.
Sometimes they'll
stuff.
work.
Yeah,
but
they're gonna
not
work
sustainable.
because you're in a deficit.
Yeah.
You could lose weight in a deficit of 500 calories, or you can lose weight in a deficit of 5,000 calories.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, the 500 calorie deficit is going to work a lot longer than the 5,000 calorie. Energy depleted. You have to work. So many people have to work nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're adults. I mean, if you don't have to work, I mean, cool. I mean, I have to work.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm pretty sure you see a lot of those crash diets. They ever come to you like that? Like, oh, how much you eating? 1,100 calories.
Yeah. I have
1,000 calories.
You'll have the clients that come to you that are big, and like you actually realize like they don't think they're eating a lot.
No,
Like
that's it.
they swear they're like, I don't eat a lot. I'm like, how are you 300 pounds?
But they believe it until that video.
Yeah.
That video I posted, 2,000 calories.
Yeah.
2,000 calories. No, you're
like-
not eating a lot.
You're not eating a lot, then what the fuck?
Yeah, but
Like,
they don't know that because if you
Right.
think, okay, you're supposed to eat 3 times a day. Cool. Let me go get for breakfast. Let me stop at Chick-fil-A and get 2 sandwiches and the hash browns and a Coke. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. 1,500 calories.
at least.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm not eating a lot, so let me get a snack, right? The snack that I would get was 1,100 calories. Chips, Gatorade,
Yeah.
beef jerky.
Beef jerky,
So now
yeah.
we're at over 3,000 calories and it's not even 10 in the morning.
You don't even
Or
have
11.
lunch
It's not
yet.
even 11 in the morning. Haven't got lunch. Okay, cool. Lunchtime comes around. Oh, cool. I don't know portion control.
Yeah.
So I'm eating the leftovers from yesterday. Well, leftovers from yesterday is a solid 1,200 calories too. Boom. Now we're at 4,000 calories.
Mm-hmm.
That's not including the chips they have at work or whatever might they snack on, right? Or the
Sodas.
protein bar,
Yeah.
sodas, right? Right. Add another 1,000 calories. Now we're at 5,000 calories. Then you get home for dinner, right? You and your wife are tired. You didn't want to cook. Now you go stop at fast food, right? You get a double bacon cheeseburger, large fry, and a Coke,
Yep.
right? A Diet Coke because you're trying to watch your calories.
Yeah.
Right. Boom. There's another
Yeah.
1,500 calories. Now we're at 6,000 calories for the day.
But you need dessert.
But damn, are you a dessert person,
Fuck yeah.
bro?
Dude, I
You
look
have to
like
come back
this,
to
but I'm
Vegas.
telling
You have to come back in Vegas after my show because I'm telling you right now, I haven't got the full experience. Like I was even telling my
Well,
brother, I was
let's
like,
do it.
you had to come. Yeah, like my brother has come down. My brother's been coming down a lot to Vegas.
Yeah.
But I was like, you guys have to come down like when I'm done with the show because there's so many good restaurants out
enjoy
here.
it.
I want to enjoy it, bro.
Yeah. What's that ice cream place? Have you been there?
I haven't done anything cool here.
Sorry, not sorry.
The only thing I've had in Vegas was I did a pool party, like 2 pool parties, 1 night or 2 nightclubs. I did Tacos Del Gordos, which is fire. And In-N-Out. That's it.
What do you mean you did In-N-Out?
Like I ate In-N-Out. Like I didn't do it.
Damn, dude.
I wish I could.
No, I mean like that's doing it. Like we have that back home.
I
too.
know,
why
but
was
like that's
saying
what I'm saying. I haven't enjoyed the full experience of living in Vegas because I've been on prep since I moved out here, Cody.
I feel like the full experience is not even partying.
It's not. It's food.
Yeah.
It's food.
Like
I'm so happy right now, bro. I'm so pissed. I can't eat nothing, dude. Like, I
know,
just realized I have 14 more weeks.
I'm getting hungry. Don't think about that. See, like one day at a time, bro.
That one day at a time, man. One day at a time.
Yeah, because you thinking 14 weeks ahead, dude, you're gonna make it miserable.
Yeah. If you catch me sniffing the freaking fish rocks,
I know we told
me away
one
from
story
that.
each and just completely.
I told you that's how it flows, bro.
Yeah.
I told you, like we got into nutrition stuff.
trying to think. Do you have any other stories for me?
Yeah.
Any funny stories? I'm trying to think. Like, there's so much stuff. It's just hard to.
Yeah. She's like, yeah. Well, it wasn't really funny that I was about to break up with you because you're addicted to drugs.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have. There's some. Oh yeah, I remember that was pretty bad. It's not really funny. It's like, yeah, it's a bad story, honestly. Like we drove all the way out to Palm Springs, and like once we got there, I realized I didn't have my drugs. So like we literally just turned around and like left. I was like, I'm not staying here.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like,
She didn't
nope.
break up with you for that?
She was pissed, dude.
On New Year's?
She was pissed, like really.
First off, how do you forget your drugs? I would
who the
never
fuck
forget
does
my
that?
packed food.
Yeah.
I would never forget my food, bro. Honestly, you were really
You could
really
get
into
your food
it.
anywhere.
You were really into it, bro. You
Yeah.
forgot it, bro. I'm sorry. Hey, you ain't. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Over here judging you for forgetting your drugs, bro. That's interesting. That's a crazy addiction. I don't think the closest thing I have to something like that is I would ask if like what kind of food we're gonna have, and if I didn't like the food, or if I feel like those people, like, you ever been to someone's party where they know like they have like finger foods, like like their parties are cool, but like very little food, like very cheap when it comes to food.
Doritos
They had Doritos in a fucking thing. I'm like,
There's family
that's not
members
what.
like
Yeah. They're listening. They're listening. But you know what I mean. So like the only thing I do there is like me and Francine, because obviously we're both, we're like a 900-pound couple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So she's pissed over there. Like we would always like stop and get food on the way to food. Honestly, like we'll stop. Like, are you? And it's funny thing though is like that fucking word, right? Snack.
So your appetite was wild like that?
No, I just like, chill.
would
You're
you
judging
just,
me
like,
right now. Hold on.
force it?
I was like, no, bro, it was not forced. I was just hungry. It's like a
Like, I
hungry
could never
hippo.
go
I was like
eat
a
food
I was like
before
a
I eat
hungry hippo.
food.
To me, it was normal.
Even now,
it was
like-
normal, bro. It was normal. Like it was. Because okay, hear me out. A double bacon cheeseburger, medium fry, Coke.
Yeah.
How long is that going to keep you full for?
At least 2 hours.
Bullshit.
I swear to
There's
God.
no nutritional value in that. Your body's going to flush through that in like you'll be hungry in 45
Bro, that
minutes.
shit'll keep me, I swear.
Okay, for me it was like an hour tops.
Because it's high fats.
It's more
And
high
that
carbs.
slows
than-
everything down. You know
That's
what I
very
mean?
true. It takes, but it's not okay. I feel like now fats are fats, right? And I'm not a doctor, so I'm just kind of throwing out there my thought process.
Yeah.
My body, I'm not gonna say. I'm just saying my body, which
You could say it operates better on
I
junk
feel
food.
that
That's what you
no
processes that shit
I don't
better.
know. I'm actually questioning if it does or not, because I don't know how I was getting so many compliments when your boy was eating like a horse. But anyways, so the thing is, like, there's a big difference. I feel their body breaks down the fats from fast food, like the fats from actually like protein.
Yeah.
Like if I go get a fatty steak
Or like avocado.
or
or
avocado,
some shit,
stuff
yeah.
like that, compared to fast food. Because when it comes to fast food, bro, I'm hungry in like 45 minutes. But I'm not the only one that's I remember I have group Zoom calls with my clients. And I'll ask them, like, how long does it take for you to eat? After you eat a regular meal from fast food, how long does it take until you're hungry? And now all my clients are 600 pounds. They're 200, 300, 400, 500,
Right.
up to 700 actually.
Yeah.
And all of them say, like, some say 35 minutes. Usually the
Really?
heavier ones are like 35, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then, like the 400 pounds are like 45 minutes to an hour. Right? I just feel like it just goes through us because I feel like it's so much junk in there. It's not really nutritious food. Like,
Yeah.
because they've even done studies with some of the meats where like 40, 50% of the meat is a questionable. They don't know what it is. You know what I mean? So it's a filler. It's a filler. So you think what your body does is going to get rid of the junk. It's not going to give you the proper fats. It's not going to
Yeah.
It's not going to get stored in the fats where like how a steak would.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's how I kind of look at it. But we could be wrong. But like I said, 45 an hour. Say an hour later, right? So say I'm on the way to a party, and we're supposed to get there at 6. And it's 5 o'clock. We're on the freeway. We're heading over there, and me and Francine will be like, "Oh, you want to grab something before we get there? It's probably a while before we eat." Then we'll just grab something, a snack, right? Like a little finger food, a snack, whatever it's called. But they're full on meals.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like I got like a freaking side Caesar salad with extra chicken.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I got like, like a Mexican
banana.
pizza. Yeah, a banana or
Yeah,
an apple or
apple,
something
yeah.
like that. You know what I mean? But we get full on meals, and then we go eat the regular meal, and then coming back, we dance, we hung out, we're tired. We maybe had a couple of drinks.
You deserve
And then
it.
it got it. You know what I mean? I danced, I burned some calories,
Yeah.
and then we stopped again. So we had 3 meals in like that 4 hours.
That's wild.
And that's not including everything we did from the morning until we got
Yeah.
ready for that party and like. So it was just normal. Like I'll be like I remember like driving Uber, and I'll be driving and start slowing down. Uber started slowing down at like around midnight to 1 in the morning. I knew it was slow. And I was driving a lot of Huntington Beach, Santa Ana. So I went to the same Del Taco every single night, bro. She would pack me a meal because I was working 2 jobs. I was working as a filmer and I was working Uber, and she'll pack me a food to take with me to eat while I'm driving, right? So I'd eat that food, and I'll be gone in the first 2 hours,
Right.
like gone. Like once
soon
they
as
slowed
you
down, I would smack that
Yeah.
down, put it back in the Jeep, and go and keep driving. And then it'll slow down between like 12 and 1 is when it got really slow, especially the weekends. So I go to Del Taco. I get two cheese quesadillas.
Fire.
They slap. 2 cheese quesadillas, two of the Del Tacos, the bigger ones, and then the strawberry lemonade, right? But it was every single night I drove Uber, and I was driving Uber like 4 times a week.
Yeah.
But that's also, remember, now we're talking about 1 in the morning, right?
Right.
At 1 in the morning. After I had a full day of
It
eating,
like
which
doesn't count.
it doesn't count, right? It's the next day, right? It's the next day,
count.
right?
Yeah.
So then when I get done driving Uber, it's probably about 3 or 4, depending on how busy the night was. We live right next to like downtown Fullerton, so it was always popping. especially on the weekends. And then sometimes, she has PCOS, so she can't sleep. So I'll get home at 3, 4 in the morning sometimes, and I'll call her. I'm like, hey, babe, or text her like, "Babe, you up?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, you want some food?" And then she's like, "Of course you want." Yeah, my girl's a little thonke too. So we got a little, we're that like, that's what our relationship was built around food. And then I would get home with some usually Jack in the Box, the only thing that was open, that or McDonald's. Tacos. But I'm not, tacos. No, tacos 4 in the morning, they were closed.
You don't like McDonald's?
Breakfast, yes.
Dude, I love McDonald's.
McDonald's breakfast to me goes unmatched. I don't care what. Even right now, it's worth the stomach ache.
What about Chick-fil-A?
Disgusting.
For the breakfast?
I don't like Chick-fil-A.
We had that on the way here yesterday, was it?
Chick-fil-A. I can't do it. The fact that every single time I've wanted Chick-fil-A, it's been on Sunday, it just bothers me, so I just gave up.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that like for the podcast. Like every single time I've like, babe, let's get Chick-fil-A. It's
on
Sunday.
Sundays, yeah.
Sunday. So no, I gave up on that place. And plus, I don't really like the chicken. And to me, it just tastes like really oily. You're not a chicken eater. I'm not a big chicken eater, apparently.
Huh.
So
yeah. Beef guy?
Oh, dude. Steak tacos, I've been addicted. So when I get my refeeds, that's literally only steak tacos from that meat place. But yeah, so I'll get home 3, 4 in the morning with Jack in the Box. So my order from Jack in the Box, I'm very like, as much as I was overweight, you would think I would eat everything I seen, which apparently I did. But I had the same orders from places, so I know my order. So it was a spicy chicken sandwich, right, with the jalapeno poppers and 2 tacos. And obviously it came with fries and stuff like that.
That's actually not too much, but it's
it's like 2,000 calories right
and
there.
it's in the middle of the night.
And it's at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
I just had, the meal she made me by 11. I had Del Taco at around 1, and now I'm having this meal, and I'm going straight to sleep.
And you're driving.
I'm driving. I was probably burning maybe 600, 500 active calories a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I had my Apple Watch on, I think it was like, I think when I was at the vape store, it was like 260 calories of burning active calories a day, especially when I wasn't going to the gym. But yeah, like that was it. Like that was my routine.
Yeah.
That was daily, bro. Like it was daily. It wasn't once in a while. It wasn't once a week. It was every single day. I was in a fast food line. I wish I had like my old debit card so I could really go back and show people this is real. Don't tell me you don't have money, because I thought I was broke.
Yeah.
I thought I was struggling, but I wasn't struggling. I was just putting obesity over me saving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so me and her go get Korean barbecue like 3 times a week. Easily. That's $30 a person. That's $60 $60 times 3.
Yeah. $180.
$180 a week on just Korean barbecue alone.
Yeah.
But that was just normal, bro. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. That was my normal. You know how you would, be hiding, taking drugs and all that stuff was normal to you? I didn't have to hide my addiction. I just got to,
Yeah, your addiction wasn't illegal.
My addiction was colorful.
Yeah.
I had red rainbows, and we had McDonald's signs, and we had Jack in the Box, all that stuff.
All legal.
All legal stuff, man. So
and everywhere.
At the end of the day, bro, we all have addictions, and it sucks to really point your finger in the mirror, point your finger at yourself in the mirror, and say, I got to fix this. Up to me. But at the same time, it's like going to be the best thing someone's going to do.
Yeah, because I feel like no one's going to help you. Like,
no one's going to come. No one's going to.
You have to want to make the change. You have to do it. Like
It sounds so blunt and it sounds so cliche, but honestly, it's the truth. Like I realized that if I didn't change my life, I was going to die. It's not if I didn't change.
You had a bunch of help.
Yeah, I had support. Right. But I didn't have people doing it with me.
Right.
I had support. Rehab, you had support.
Rehab helped me, but it didn't get me sober.
No, Cody got you sober. Yeah. You got yourself sober.
Like rehab, it was just a place for me to be away from the drugs for that period of time. And
it was a part of it. It was a tool.
Yeah.
It wasn't the fix all. It was the tool.
I was super against rehab until like the last one.
Damn.
So I was just like,
I want to know one more story before we end this, because I like your stories. You have something you remember, or are you out of stories?
I mean, I have the one where I fell asleep on the freeway. I have.
Okay, so we'll end with that one.
That one's not funny, but that was not fun. Probably that was probably the. I should have been dead, or I should have been in jail.
And like, how did you, bro? I can get away with taking a freaking red light. You got away with spinning a car on the freeway and facing the opposite direction.
I mean, you know what I'm gonna say. Like, you want me to go there?
I mean, I'm just saying. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to say anything.
The thing is
look at bro, you're breaking my set.
The cop was he was a black guy. We were in Compton. We were in LA. So let me explain the story. Okay, so I'm with this new chick that I'm dating. I've been living at her house in a garage, like I said, in Slauson. And we decide we're going to go on a hike. A Xanax hike, for some reason. We can't just go enjoy nature. So
just take the healthy right out of it.
Just to explain to people, like, I didn't ever just take one Xanax. Like, The
It's like I
amount
never
of
had one
Xanax that I
cheeseburger.
would take should kill somebody. You know what I mean? Like, I would take 10 to 20 like a day or at a time. You know, so I do think I remember how many we took. She took 2, I took 9, and then we went on this hike, super long hike, and I was exhausted. We get in the car. She immediately falls asleep. That's normally what happens for someone new taking Xanax. You know, you just sleep
Okay.
forever, like 15 hours, like best sleep of your life. But we're coming back in traffic, and we have like 7 or 8 minutes left until we get back to her house. We're like right there, and traffic kept going and like stopping, going and stopping. Like we get up to like 70 and then stop.
Yeah.
And I kept nodding off, and I was just like, I can make it. Like, I'm so close. You know what I mean? Like, I've never fallen asleep while driving. So I'm like rolling my window down. I'm like turning the music up. I'm trying everything I can to like stay awake. And before you know it, I just like blink my eyes and I wake up to this girl. She was just banging on my window. She's like, "You crazy motherfucker. Like, you should have killed me." Like, just like cursing at me. I look at her. I kind of look forward, and like my car's all scrunched up, so like I can see the freeway in front of me. Like I said, there's like 5 lanes, and I can see the headlights, and I'm just like, dude, I've stopped the whole freeway right now. And like I remember getting out of the car and just looking, and there was like 3 other cars kind of all turned up and mixed up, and all of them were outside of the car. One of the ladies was pregnant.
Damn.
She was the 3rd car I hit. So like basically what happened was the traffic came to a halt when I was going like fast, like 70. So when they stopped, I kind of like
Ping pong.
yeah, I was just gonna say like ping pong, like in between. Like I could have just hit straight on, or I could have hit a pole, or anything. You know what I mean? But I kind of like ping ponged against like 3 cars, and it kind of just like spun me out. You know, so I didn't end up like taking too much damage. You know, it was just kind of like boom, 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 and then
Yeah.
but yeah, so pretty much what happened is like the cops gave me a breathalyzer. Obviously, no alcohol in my system. They did the little pen test. You know, like that doesn't really work with Xanax. You know, that's more of like a cocaine thing or alcohol. Like Xanax are super low key. You know.
Damn.
So that accident essentially like sobered me up, like completely.
Yeah.
Like I was like sober as can be, and I ended up paying the tow truck driver cash to take my car back to my house like ASAP, and he was a cool guy, so he did that because when I crashed, I had 1,000 Xanax. They call it a boat.
Yeah.
That's what they call it. And when I crashed, the Xanax went everywhere. You know, like there's no way in hell I could have like picked up all the Xanax.
Yeah. No.
Got rid of them. You know what I mean? So that was super. If the cops would have searched the car, I would have been in jail for sure.
Damn. 1,000 pills just chilling.
That was
after
regular.
A 4-car car.
Bro,
I'd say.
I looked up and I'm talking everywhere. Like anywhere you can think in the car. Like cup holder, fucking air vent, like up on the dash, like where, you know, the speedometer is, like
And
on
they
the
just
floor.
They just let you go on your way. They didn't even
They
think about
didn't go to
checking
the
a car.
car.
Well, because they did the drug test. Well, the sobriety test on
and
the
you
field.
gotta think it was on the freeway. So like my car's way over here, and like there's cars trying to get by. Like you know they're directing them through. You know,
So they just told you to change insurance and call it a day.
I mean, not that I blamed the accident on the ladies. Like I switched up the story. So like when they asked me for my side of the story, I was like, yeah, I don't know. Like this chick just cut me off, and I had to swerve, and I hit this other girl, and then we're here.
Oh.
And like
I see that happen.
That's pretty much what happened. Yeah, and totaled the car. I mean, that's one of many. I think I've had like 6 cars or 5 cars. You know, they've all been pretty fucked up.
That's, and you would think like that would be your wake up call for rock bottom. But
Never got hurt.
Never got hurt. So you like it wasn't your.
Bro, like my
still
mom
alive.
always says I have like 9 lives. Like I'm like a cat.
Yeah, that's
Like
you do. That's
yeah.
that's crazy because you said you went through 6 cars. So that means we don't
Dude,
every single time you
I
crash.
ran into someone's. I don't even remember it, but I ran into someone's car or house in one of my cars, and I hit the front right tire, so it like made it go like this way, while the other wheel was straight, and I drove 2 miles home like that. Like, it
And
was
like, what do
so
you? Okay, so
crazy.
like,
Dude, the whole time I'm driving, it's
I
like,
have so many questions because I don't ever like go to fast food and just like wake up in the morning like and all the food's eaten and I'm like, oh, what the fuck happened?
That's
Like,
Xanax,
you know what I mean?
dude.
But like for you, like you're waking up, you're about to go to work or something. You're looking and like, oh damn, like not again. They're like, oh, there goes another
yeah.
car.
Every day I woke up was a brand new day. It's weird,
That is like the craziest thing. That's like, I don't remember what happened last night. I was in Jack in the Box line and then I just woke up and I was, I'm up. Like that's what's happened to you. You're taking Xanax and you're just not knowing what happened though.
Just
that night.
zombie. Like you're there in the moment. Once you go to sleep, everything's gone.
That is insane.
It's
You
wild.
just wake up like, oh, gotta buy another car.
Go inside. What the fuck happened?
Your insurance company probably hated you.
Oh, I kind of have a funny story actually. Something I just remembered.
Yeah, all right. I want to hear it.
My 21st birthday. We actually came out here.
Oh man, I got a
like-
story from my last birthday.
It was my mom, one of my past friends, my sisters, a few people, just a small little group. We were out here partying, doing our thing. When it was time to go, I was super fucked up. Like, I guess pretty much what happened is I was living in Arizona at the time, trying to get sober. That's a different story.
doing a hell of a job.
Yeah, that's a different story. I wake up in Arizona one day, and the last memory I had was I was in Vegas for my 21st birthday. Like, I wake up in Arizona, I open my eyes, and I'm like, back in Arizona. I'm like, what the fuck? So I immediately, like, scramble, try to find my phone. There's, like, a suitcase. I, like, call my mom. I'm like, how did I get home? Like, I knew I was in Vegas last for my birthday.
Yeah.
Didn't know how I got to Arizona from Vegas. At all. Like, it was completely just...
Please tell me you know how you got there.
I mean, she told me, she's like, oh, I put you on a flight.
No. How do you forget a whole flight, bro?
Bro, I'm serious. That's how bad it is. Like,
So you were you last you remember you're fucking in the club partying up in Vegas. Next thing you wake up in your bed.
yep. In
That's like
Arizona.
a movie.
In Arizona. In a whole different, state.
Well, mine is not okay. So went off with this one. I'll share this story. This was recently.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Okay, so let me paint a picture. Your boy has been overweight his whole entire life.
Yeah.
Right. So when I started drinking, I was a big boy,
So you
right?
could
300 pounds. So I could knock some
Yeah.
things back. We never
Oh,
partied
man.
with each other,
No, never.
but I could drink.
I wasn't a drinker.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, exactly. You passed the test already of not drinking.
Yeah.
So I was a drinker, right? So now remember, I'm painting this picture as your boy's always been 400, 500, 600 pounds. Still go have a good time. There's a lot. I have pictures of me just 2 bottles, just
You
having
can
a
put
good
it
time.
down.
I could put it down.
Yeah.
So this was this last year? The year before that? For my birthday. It was last year. Oh, the year before that. Makes me feel better about that.
Yeah.
So we go out. I'm like, yo, I have this fucking stupid idea of getting a party bus.
Oh,
Have
boy.
closest friends come out. Let's get a party bus. Let's go.
Making
right?
some money.
Man, yeah, you make some money. Let's get a party bus. Get everyone out, right? Like we're in high school again,
Yeah.
right? Well, like I told you, this at that time I was at my lightest I've ever been. I was over 300 pounds down.
Yeah.
So I'm in the 200s.
Yeah.
I remember
Like
being-
around now,
yeah,
right?
around like similar. I was like 2.8, 2.9. Yeah, exactly. Actually,
right now.
I just had less
Yeah.
muscle. You know what I mean? So we
had to
get the
throw
party
that in.
bus. Everyone get I did. Yeah, I had thought in there. Life flex. So we get to the party in the party bus. My buddy owns a company, so he picks up my best friend and blah 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 blah. All my friends in there, and we're like, you know what? Like we start having fun. We start drinking, right? So we start drinking, have a good time, drinking, taking shots. 7 bottles. We finished 7 bottles.
Between how many people?
There was 11.
Fuck.
7
damn near.
7 bottles. Right? So I guess we pick up one of my other close friends from high school. I don't remember. I don't remember. So we're drinking, having a good time. And next thing you know, I get to that drunk part of my life where I'm speeching. I'm taking speech. I'm saying speeches now.
Yeah.
Right. There's video of it. It's horrible. I don't want to watch it. I'm embarrassed.
Oh,
right?
man.
But because remember, I was used to drinking from a bottle was lightweight, baby.
Yeah,
Like I'll wake up
water.
the next day and it's like water. Exactly. So I guess like I'm taking a speech and then like the fucking bus slows down and I fucking hold the bottle. I fall, trip over my buddy's foot, fall on the ground. Still holding the bottle though.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm not really, but I'm bad. I'm
No,
bad.
yeah.
So I'm actually realizing I'm pretty messed up, but I don't whatever. You know what I mean? It's my birthday.
Yeah.
So we had to
Living it
finally
up.
get to the club. that we were
already
supposed to make it to.
fucked up.
It's like midnight, bro. We've been I paid for an extra 2 hours of the party bus. So we were supposed to get there like a 10. We didn't get there till midnight or whatever the numbers on that one. Yeah, I paid for extra 2 hours. So we just drive around the
it's
city
2
just
hours.
drinking.
Yeah.
Right. I have friends in the party bus. I don't remember. I didn't remember that they were there. Like I'm gone now. So we get to the club. I buy 3 bottles. Right, I'm sitting down. I don't now. I remember this. Now I'm typing this is what Francine's telling me.
Yeah.
Well, first thing is we get to the club and I just
You're
go.
gone at
I'm
this
gone.
point now.
I'm
Okay.
now gone.
Yeah.
Bro, your boy thought he could drink. I ain't drinking like that no more. First thing is she tells me she's like you started pissing in the alleyway and there's their camera and you started flipping them off. She also has a picture of that. So she actually let me do a lot of this horrible stuff.
Yeah, she was recording.
Yeah, she was laughing like, oh, I'm gonna get this guy right. So then we get into the club. Right, bottle service comes out, and when the bottles before the sparklers even go the bottle, I tell Francine I want to go home. I'm too drunk. I want to go home. Just sign the bottles, 3 bottles, whatever. I was like, I don't care. I don't care. Take me home, bro. So we leave.
you
And
knew.
obviously, I knew a little bit. You know what I mean? So I remember we stopped and got food. Big John was there, whatever it is, and I'm at home. Now I'm at home, and now I don't know. This is from this photo I seen, but bro, I guess I was eating the burrito, and I was so drunk I fell asleep eating the burrito, bro. So Francine has a photo, and if I find it, I might throw it up on
So
here.
this is recent,
This is
too.
recently, bro. I have
she
half
has
of a
it.
burrito
We need to throw that up.
laying on my bed like this, bro, just completely out, just with the half a burrito, bro. I woke up the next day and I told Francine, I was like, first off, did I do anything bad? And she's
Yeah.
like, no. She's like, no, we had a blast. I was like, cool. I was like, so don't ever let me drink like that again because that was the first time
Did you feel like shit?
Oh, dude, I feel like I went to the gym the next day. Well, I have to go to the gym on my birthday.
Yeah.
You have to do that.
Yeah.
You got to build that
Well, it'll
discipline.
make you feel better,
But no,
too.
but bro, I do not remember David and I guess his girl his wife came with us back from the Uber. I don't remember any of it, bro.
Yeah.
Vanessa picked me. I don't remember that. Okay, bro. Yeah, that's like the last crazy story I have of this man. Yeah. So anyone out there that is on a weight loss journey, has lost weight, remember you were not your old version of yourself.
Right.
So do not think you could really hold down the alcohol like you used to because this ain't high school no more. This is the big boy leagues now.
No tolerance. And
No
I noticed
tolerance.
now that I'm healthier, if I do drink, dude, it fucks me up.
Oh yeah, I don't feel like alcohol's poisoning.
I
Yeah,
don't like
man.
it. I haven't even drank this year.
I like this one. This is cool. I think this is how my second podcast should be like programmed.
Free-for-all,
Just like
kinda
free for all.
like,
Like you
yeah.
just chill talk. It was cool. We got to bring some knowledge. You got to have some fun. You know what I mean? That was a good idea. You brought
Yeah.
that up. So if we
Yeah.
keep doing this is you own 0.1%.
Got it. And I'm
You
gonna
got it,
claim it.
man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Got
man.
myself.
Thanks for shooting the second podcast with me, man.
Hell yeah.
Now you get to
Appreciate
go enjoy this show you guys are about to go watch. Where apparently you got motorboated last
Yeah.
night.
Hey.
You
She booked the show, dude. I did not know where we were going
I-
at all.
Bro,
I swear to
if
God.
a girl looks at me wrong, my girlfriend wants to accuse me of cheating, but
Yeah,
she
she
booked
said
the
she would've been
tickets for
kicked
you.
out. Yeah.
And you got to get motorboated.
I don't think she assumed that I was gonna get motorboated.
It's a win for you, bro.
It is.
It's a
Yeah.
win. That's a dub.
Yeah. Especially because she's not mad.
Until you get home, and then she's like,
Until
"Oh,
you-
why did you look like you enjoyed that?"
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to Modify Your Life podcast. Hopefully, we made you laugh. Hopefully, we made you smile. We got some value to you. We got our boy Cody right here. If you want to give him your socials,
Social media, I'm on Instagram. It's Cody.Carlberg.
yeah,
it very basic.
Carlberg.
Carlberg.
Give him some
Everyone always says Carlsberg with an S. It's just Carlberg.
Carlsberg. Now I'm
Yeah.
gonna say Carlsberg. Pretty much.
Yeah.
We got Cody Carlsberg here on Modify Your Life podcast.
Wouldn't be the first.
All this happened for myself and my family. There's no way that this is real, man, it can't be.